Welcome to Empower Your Pattern with President James Hendrick, member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, adversity educator, and success, confidence, and thrive coach. He'll teach you the patterns of success set forth by the Word of God. So, if you're ready to join, get ready and enjoy the way to empower yourself. Come on, folks, let's join together. Let's fly. Hey everybody, welcome to the Pattern Castle. You're going to be visiting here quite a bit, off and on. Alright, now, the title of this episode is DBE 16. Entrepreneurial Problems of a Social Kind. Okay? We're going to talk business here in a minute, but first a little housekeeping note. I need to give a shout out to my girl here, Blanca, mi amor. Dama brillante. She's getting baptized August the 17th into the church, and I'm going to be baptizing her, and I can't be any more happier because she's brought a light back into my life. She really has. Now, without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and go over to Presley. It's Presley Swaggerty. Over to you, Presley.
I'm with. Yep. Financially, spiritually, if you are the average of the 5 people that you spend most of your time with. Yep. Financially, spiritually, physically, I mean, you just name it. We're going to take on the characteristics of the people we spend the most of our time with. Look at the 5 people you spend time with and see if that's not true in your life. You know, when my life took a big change, I grew up in the ghetto. I was running with people that were losers, going down the wrong roads. Still love them, would still help them if they needed, but I had to change who I was running with. Guys, pick your 5 people like you were picking board members for your company. You want to run with winners. If you want to be successful, don't join an easy crowd. Join a crowd that pushes you, that motivates you, that inspires you. If you run with dogs, you get fleas. If you run with skunks, you smell like them. Understand that whatever crowd we run with, it's going to rub off on us. And if you're running with winners, you'll start thinking like a winner. If you're running with losers, I hate to say it, but you're going to start thinking like a loser. See, it is next to impossible to be positive if you're running with a group of negative people. Choose your friends wisely. If you want to be successful, don't.
Okay, now that we're leaving the Pattern Castle for a little bit, as I discuss with you about this entrepreneurial problems of a social kind. Many of us, if we're dreamers, we feel lonely. And this girl, Blanca, we've had a chance to talk. Now, before anybody gets any ideas, we're starting slow, okay? We've just started a relationship, but we're taking slow. And the one thing I think is that it's nice, it's brilliant early on, is that she said, I want a man that wants to blast past, that's, if he's disabled, he's willing to blast past limiting beliefs. I mean, okay, look, she graduated, special education. When, you know, me being blind, so did I. But here's the thing. I've been taking her aside, you know, on the phone and showing her pearls, you know, that I want to show to some other friends. And it's getting, I don't know what it is, it's getting more and more apparent, the advice that Presley has been giving us on our Zoom calls, those of us in the ACN business, that you have to run with winners. You run with too many people with limiting beliefs, you're going to be miserable. You're going to be miserable, okay? And so you don't want to play. You don't want to play too much with losers. And I'm not saying all of them are losers, but here's the thing, you know, it's the fixed mindset. You don't want to be around those people too much, you know. Love them, hang out with them some, but realize that you've got to find people with a more growth mindset. And believe it or not, that's how mine started really with Toastmasters. People with a growth mindset. And her, man, I'll tell you something. I'm not saying that she really has a head for business. I'm not saying that. But the fact of the matter that she cares about me enough to believe in me, that says something. And being with her has caused me to reevaluate to some extent, you know, how close some of my friends are. And, you know, because many entrepreneurs who are dreamers, you can have some of the best, well-meaning of friends take your dreams and shoot them down to try to shatter them. Those are dream stealers, and you don't need to be hanging out with them too much. Okay? Love them, care about them, help them, but don't hang out with them too much. You know, because Jim Rohn says that you become the average of the 5 people that you hang out with the most. And I also believe what Dan Clark says. He added something else to it. He said, and you'll pay any price to be with them. So, right, you know? So, in my church, the missionaries began to teach Blanca. And she and I became close. And this past weekend, it's been like, Mira, my favorite lady. And, you know, we've had dinners with friends. We've had some fun. But I also want to be able to introduce her to some friends that have a growth mindset, such as myself. Because you can go to some point that you want to be in a fixed mindset. And if you want to be in a fixed mindset, then Pattern Realm is not for you. You know, stick to your limiting beliefs. You know, like, for instance, disabled people can't do this. Disabled people can't do that. Give me a freaking break. I had a psychiatrist years ago tell me, you know, Jimmy, Mr. Henry, don't hang out with those people. Have limiting beliefs, you know, change things. And I'm beginning to see it's more and more true nowadays. Listen to me. Life is tough. I understand that. Life is tough. Dreamers often have to deal with some deep loneliness. Until they can get the tools, I tell you, to hang out with these winners, movers, and shakers. And you know, I'll be honest with you, and I apologize. I didn't mean parts of this podcast to be about to be about this lady, but she's opened the door for me. Helped me get me more and more push, more motivation to start with my businesses and build wealth. Because if you don't have that push, you're not going to do it. And that's why you need to hang out with those winners. Those people that will push you, challenge you. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You know, the last episode we had, how to overcome fear and be consistent. It involves action. And I know, many of us have fears. You know, I'm not going to deny that I have mine. But if you step out in faith and do action, okay, baby, it will not necessarily turn out the way you want. But you gotta trust in God that He has His divine plan for you. You know? Just 3 weeks ago, I confessed I'm not gonna fall in love ever again. The thing is, though, you don't want to ever say never to God. Because oftentimes He has different plans. Oftentimes He does. So you can grow. Man, Jimmy, good grief, here we go. Do this never say never talk. And then, you serious? If I want to change my situation in some ways, I got to change my friends. Let me tell you something. When I was in college, even up to the point to where I got kicked out of graduate school, I was hanging out with nitwicks and knuckleheads. Who didn't know the slightest thing about success. I thought they did. But when the light comes on, you see which friends have their true colors. You see it. And it's an eye-opener. It's an alarm. Jimmy, time to do some changing of the chairs of the deck. Because think about it. You are the CEO of You Inc. And that means you got to go in there and fire some people from your life in order to stretch yourself for the positive change you want. You can't just be sitting there with some of the people around you that are knuckleheads and all that stuff going, change. Yeah, you'll get change, but guess what? Most times, not the ones you want. And I know this, okay, fall of 2019, for example. I was active in my Toastmasters. I was a published author and everything. But yeah, I was still not happy. And I went to Heavenly Father, was praying, hey, Heavenly Father, change things, change. Okay, that was October 2019. March 2020, COVID hit. And I went and murmured to Him again, saying, Heavenly Father, this isn't a change I wanted. He said, well, you weren't specific. You didn't ask for change. See, some of the things I could have done back then is change the type of people that I hung around with, change what I will accept and what I will not, boundaries and ground rules. Because there's plenty of reactiveness in this degenerate culture. I've witnessed it this weekend. So that's why we need to associate with winners. If Presley says it, I've seen, but it's more and more true. You hang around people who have limited beliefs, you have to be careful. Alright? But listen to me. You have got to stay strong. And pick your associations wisely. please do that. Associate with people who have your same temporal and spiritual goals. Alright? Now, I hope you enjoy listening to Empower Your Pattern. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and become a part of Pattern Realm. Till next time, don't sit there and take it. Go build your dreams so you can take it. And do what others don't so you can be what others won't. And do what others won't so you can have what others can't. Please share this with Mamacito, Papacito, and everybody. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, choose, act, and pursue happiness. God bless you. And remember this, from the bottom of my heart, Jimmy loves you. I really, 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 really love you. God bless you, and please have a blessed day.